guys, got some comic book fun for you this time. I originally wanted to do these makeups last year, in time for the 40th anniversary of Judge Dredd, but better late than never. Got two looks for you in this video, so let's dive in. Started out painting my chest and arms with black Hydrocolor by Wolfe FX, avoiding the center for the next step. Using white Wolfe FX Hydrocolor in white, begin to sketch out the zipper and chains. Follow that up with coloring in the pieces with yellow Wolfe FX Hydrocolor. Go back to the black Hydrocolor and fill in the remaining blank areas. Loosely color between the chains because I'm going to go back to that and refine that later. Grab the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner in black and sharpened up the details. Then switched to the NYX That's the Point liner and started drawing out the shadow areas in the chain. I'm using a reference for this, so pretty much just recreating what the art has. Went back to the yellow Hydrocolor and refined any areas that needed it. With black Hydrocolor, go in and add more paint to get a nice opacity. Using white Hydrocolor, sketch out the highlights and the folds in the material. And add highlights on the chain. Spray it all down with blue marble sealer. Onto the face. Begin with gluing my eyebrows down with Telesis 8 silicone adhesive. Moving on to the bald cap, and still using Telesis for this step. Went over the bald cap edges and further blended my eyebrows with stippling some Prozade, and followed that with applying Skin Illustrator Zerocolor powder. Attach some pre-cut cardstock pieces with tape, and these will act as the outer parts of the helmet. Taking the black body paint and just blocking out the head past the paper. Then roughly sketch out the face with white Hydrocolor. Use red Wolfe FX Hydrocolor to paint the markings on the helmet. Paint in the badge with yellow Hydrocolor. Color in the lower part of the face with Nye Cine Light Tan. Being careful not to paint away the white sketch lines from earlier. Jumping back to the black Hydrocolor and fill in the rest of the helmet. Extended the red portions across the nose. And finished painting the black areas around my eyes. Using Skin Illustrator Prairie Dust to paint even more flesh tone. Since it's alcohol activated, it will be easier to get clean lines and I won't have to worry about reactivating the water-based makeup. With light blue Wolfe color, and color in the visor portion of the helmet. And add some glare detail with white Wolfe FX. Taking the NYX That's the Point eyeliner, start outlining sections of the helmet and badge details, and start to flesh out the line work on the face. I did jump back with a brush and black Hydrocolor and begin blocking out larger areas and heavy shadow spaces. Once that's all laid out, I go back with the NYX That's the Point eyeliner and draw out cross-hatching details. For a quick break from the cross-hatching, added some details with white Wolfe and intensified it on the visor. Back to the line work with the NYX eyeliner pen. Follow that up with highlights and glares on the helmet using white Hydrocolor. Added some to the badge too to make it look more 3D. Go over with a few areas to get the white nice and opaque. So now for the glare detail over my eyes, I used Skin Illustrator White so it would stay better. After I drew it out, pressed on some Zerocolor powder over my eyelids before opening them, or else the Illustrator will stick to itself. Spray everything down with more blue marble sealer, added some highlights down the collar and the tops of my shoulders. Popped in any last highlights and a last spritz of blue marble sealer. Now for the Judge's death process. Just like Dredd, started out with black Hydrocolor and painted the top. Green FX Hydrocolor for the skin and not worrying too much about getting it super even, most of it's going to be covered later. Back to the black and painted the lacing. Light blue Wolfe FX Hydrocolor for highlights on the top and lacings. With the black, created the shadow areas on the neck, just like the reference photo. Also, a quick note, I used art by Brian Bolland for both characters so they looked cohesive. Spray it all down with blue marble sealer. Moving on to the face, apply a bald cap using Telesis 8F adhesive. And blend it into the skin using Prairie. Once dry, powder it all down with Skin Illustrator Zerocolor powder. Just like Dredd, taped paper pieces for the helmet and blocked out the back of my head with black hydrocolor. Sketched out the face, not using white since the majority of the character is black. Once I draft it all out, I start painting in some of the larger areas of black and the shadow spaces on the face. Grab the red hydrocolor and put in markings on the helmet. Once that's done, I can finish painting in the black on the helmet and any large shadow areas that I might have missed. Used Cryolan Aqua Color and 32B for the metal visor. After creating the basic shape, I drew in small lines to make sure I liked where the spacing between the grade was. Then finished painting the rest of the visor and a quick spray of blue marble sealer. And onto the creepy chompers, used Wolfe Effects hydrocolor in white. With a thin brush and black hydrocolor, start outlining the bottom of the visor and create the shadows below. Moved on to the NYX Professional Makeup Black Epic Ink Eyeliner and outline more details. For the middle of the grates, I did switch to black Skin Illustrator so it wouldn't dry out the pen and I'd be able to fill in a larger area. Just remember to powder your eyelids before opening them back up. Switched back to the eyeliner pen and repeated the Illustrator step. Quick spray of sealer. Then use the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner to add rivet details to the visor. Moving on to grunging up that toothy smile. Took Skin Illustrator sand and painted it along the gum line and halfway up each tooth. Using Skin Illustrator Prairie Dust, added more grime, but only applying the color halfway up the sand area and in between some of the teeth. Finally, with Skin Illustrator Dark Brun, painted streaky texture from the gum line onto the tooth. Back to the Epic Ink liner to clean up any lines between the teeth. And so that it will stay better in the mouth area, I use Skin Illustrator Black for the inner parts of my lips. With white hydrocolor, added it along the visor and the teeth. Grabbing the green Wolfe Effects, paint in any leftover negative spaces on the face. Then add a touch of black hydrocolor to darken it and use that for the gums. Went back to the green to finish up the skin. Also used it for highlights on the deeper green color on the gums. Use black hydrocolor to clean up the lines along the green. Switched to the eyeliner pen to create finer details and lines in the face. I did end up throwing in last minute tooth with Prairie Dust. Added more highlighting with white Wolfe Effects. Last and final step, use the light blue hydrocolor paint to create the light glares on top and the sides of the helmet. And there you go. As for the shoulder armor and badges, they were just painted pieces of foam core I made in advance and stuck them on with two-way tape. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.